pray about it, less protected and true. I pray around it, blissfully fulfilled with you. I don't know just yet, circumfere the universe with you. It seems like the mice felt it, 7 bayonets that made me high. I'm high, I'm high, smashing time and time again together with you. It never was a love song, but now we have two. Bring back the souls, liberate you. I'm not in love, cause I'll be out of it soon. Floating on my cloud, shouting at the moon. I never really left, but I'm here to stay. I don't know your name, but it's all okay. I knew so many things, but that was yesterday. I knew so many things, but that was yesterday. Yesterday. Oh, drag you down, drag you down. Don't let the dead ways drag you down. You must be that, you must see that. With that style of life, you'll never earn a love song. I'm high, we're high, smashing time and time again together with you. It never was a love song, but now we have two. Bring back the souls, liberate you. I'm not in love, cause I'll be out of it soon. Floating on my cloud, shouting at the moon. I never really left, but I'm here to stay. I don't know your name, but it's all okay. I knew so many things, but that was yesterday. I knew so many things, but that was yesterday. Yesterday. Tongues are untied, but now they're twisted. If you make a wish, then you just might miss it. The world unfolds, the future is bright. A world is sown, it's mightier than might. I beat it with my heart, so I'll never lose a fight. I don't even know about the things I've said. I don't even know how many times we met. The world keeps turning, hips are burning, lights are twirling, sweets are spacious, but canny I'm gracious, so we will live for ages. We will live for ages. Oh, heaven's made a song, heaven's made a song. Heaven's made a song, heaven's made a song. So we will live for ages.
There is no health without mental health. So it is very important for us to understand when we talk about being healthy, we need to be mentally healthy also, not just physically healthy. I'm not going to go, I don't think we have time for the definition of mental health here, but I'll talk about the prevalence. If you really think about how many people are there with who suffer from mental illness, millions, and in fact, if you count all the population, probably in billions. So this is just data from WHO. 154 million people suffer from depression, 25 million people from schizophrenia, alcohol, drug dependence, Alzheimer's, epilepsy. You keep on going. There are so many mental health issues. It is estimated that almost 26% of the American ages between 18 and older suffer from some form of diagnosable mental illness. The problem is same, whether it's America, Europe, Nepal, we all suffer from mental illness in some way. Only difference is, in Nepal, if you really look at the Nepali terminology, there is no terminology for mental health problems. There is no word for depression in Nepali, and that's not in our cognition or our thinking. A lot of time, Matrika is here. We go to a lot of these programs together. And one day we were talking to one of the other person who had a suicidal thoughts for many years in his life. He started having suicidal thoughts when he was 16. And nobody told him that he had a problem till he was 26. It took him 10 years to find out that he had some kind of mental health problem that he could get help. And in this 10 years, he tried multiple suicide attempts and suffered his education, his life, the family, and so on. So just being aware and understanding that we all and the people around us can have mental health problem will give us more awareness and more readily be able to accept it. There's more. And the suicide. Suicide is now one of the leading cause of death in Nepal, especially in the younger people. Study done by the WHO. Women of reproductive age between 18 to 40 years, number one cause of death is suicide. You open a newspaper every day. Every other day there is news about suicide. That is just the tip of the iceberg. If you really think about how many unreported suicides are there, we are going through a tremendous public health problem. We do run Nepal Suicide Helpline 98400 21600. If any one of you or your friends or family who is worrying about suicide or who have suicidal thoughts, they can call for help and they will provide information and help.
Alive, and I feel a lot of gratitude and love towards Nepal and Nepali people. I often say, "Mero man Nepali ho." I have had this dream for a long time to open up a discussion on mental illness in Nepal and create awareness around this issue. All over the world, including Nepal, there is a lot of stigma associated with mental illness. I think it's quite important to address this and try to shed some light and understanding on mental illness. Mental illness is similar to any other physical illness. We can suffer greatly from it, and it can even be fatal. More people than imagined suffer at some point in their lives from depression or some sort of mental illness. However, the stigma associated with it creates even more of a burden in the patients and their loved ones' lives. Therefore, I believe it is very important to try to alleviate this negative attitude. I myself have suffered from manic depression in my life. My dear mother also suffered from it. It was not an easy road to travel on with the baggage. It has not been an easy road to travel on with the baggage of manic depression. It has been heavy and debilitating at times and caused me and my loved ones a lot of suffering. However, now I feel quite accepting of it. I realize that without my mother's mental illness and my own, I would probably never have turned my mind towards the Buddha Dharma, which has been the greatest gift in my life. The Buddhist teachings has given me a deeper meaning and purpose in my life, and for me they have been a great blessing. But whether one follows a spiritual path or not, I think one needs to think holistically about how to get better from such a serious and life-threatening illness like manic depression. I think that for my own mental health improvement, I've had the good fortune to have received a lot of help, such as therapy, medicine, support of loved ones, spirituality, etc. I realize, however, that I'm speaking from a place of privilege when it comes to mental health sufferers And I know that most patients in Nepal don't have the means to get all this support. I firmly believe, though, that things can improve in the mental health sector in Nepal, a step at a time. I am hopeful that by opening a dialogue on mental health awareness, this concert can be a step towards this improvement and in lessening the stigma associated with mental illness.